1, the New Orleans Saints suffered a Monday Night Football loss against the Minnesota Vikings, while the New England Patriots also suffered a primetime embarrassment. It wasn't the season opener that Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots envisioned. The New England Patriots got rocked 42-27 at home and got carved up by Alex Smith and a rookie running back named Kareem Hunt. The Patriots' dreams of a perfect season ended before they even began. They're also now 16-4 against the spread over their last 20 games. The Saints were a 3-point underdog to the Minnesota Vikings and lost 29-19 on Monday Night Football as Sam Bradford moved the ball at will and nobody could stop Dalvin Cook. The reigning Super Bowl MVP Tom Brady went just 16 of 36 for 267 yards in Week 1. Brady didn't throw a touchdown pass for just the 34th time in his illustrious NFL career. He did the same twice last season, once in 2015, once in 2014, twice in 2013, but not at all in 2010, 11, or 12. From a completion percentage standpoint, that ranked 233rd out of 238 career regular season games for Brady. So the expectation is that Tom Brady will bounce back, and the evidence is pretty good that he should. The opponent is a good starting point, since the Saints just gave up 346 yards to Sam Bradford on 27 of 32 passing. Mike Gillislee also looks like a nice new weapon for Tom Brady. Chris Hogan didn't get open much, and Brady didn't get the ball to Rob Gronkowski as much as he would have liked. We can reasonably assume that Brady will have more success against a less stout defense, and a group that hasn't had all offseason to plan for the Patriots. It doesn't hurt that New England has extra rest coming into this game as well. After having the fewest points allowed last season, the Patriots allowed 42 points in Week 1. Alex Smith threw for 368 yards and the Chiefs ran for 6.9 yards per carry on 27 tries. New England did get 2 Trey Flowers sacks and another sack from Dietrich Wise, but there wasn't a whole lot of penetration into the Chiefs' backfield otherwise. The Patriots have made some cost-cutting trades and have let some guys walk via free agency over the last couple of years, and those deals could be catching up with the organization as this year goes along. The New Orleans Saints moved the ball on the Minnesota Vikings, but stopped moving the ball forward once they got into the red zone. Drew Brees threw for 291 yards on 27 of 37 passing and stayed upright most of the game. Unfortunately, the Saints couldn't run the football, and Sean Payton doesn't seem to understand game theory. In the red zone, the Saints kicked 4 field goals on 5 tries. Credit the Vikings, who held the wide receivers in check for the most part. Kobe Fleener and Mark Ingram were the most effective pass catchers, and they were isolated on linebackers and safeties. The wide receivers didn't do a whole lot overall. Still, it was the lack of red zone execution that stood out in this game. Even with the defense's lackluster performance, the Saints left points on the field far too often in scoring position. When Sam Bradford throws for 340 and a running back also goes off for 100, that's a bad day for the defense. The Saints allowed way too many explosive plays. Dalvin Cook scampered for 127 yards while racking up missed tackles. Adam Thielen caught 9 passes for 157 yards, and Stephon Diggs got free for some big plays. Bradford, who was one of 3 quarterbacks to average less than 10 yards per catch last season, got 12.8 yards per catch from his receivers in this game. Considering Tom Brady's ability to pick apart a defense and get yards after the catch from his guys, the back 7 for the Saints are probably in trouble again this week. But one thing that could help is that the Patriots don't have a Dalvin Cook to terrorize the front 7. Everybody is expecting a Tom Brady bounce back, and they'll probably get it. But will the New England defense bounce back against a Saints offense that has a bunch of skilled players? Drew Brees can't be happy with his team's red zone execution, and that seems like something a quarterback of his stature will definitely address in practice. If you're looking to take the Saints, we'd recommend waiting to see how the action plays out, as New England money could push this number up to +7. Contrarian was the way to go in Week 1, and the Saints will be the contrarian pick here. So our pick and prediction is for the New Orleans Saints at +7.